One of the hardships for domestic workers in Hong Kong is excessive agency fees. HDH estimates that at least 94% of its clients are charged excessive fees by their agency. Workers pay approximately 80% of their wages each month for 5 to 7 months to their employment agencies. It is an illegal practice, yet it continues with no serious investigation by the authorities.
So you hear about your agency fees, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how did you find your agency?
Actually, my agency has a branch on Baguio.
Mm-hmm.
We applied there.
What's the name? What's the name of
our agency? Yes, sir.
Okay. And what happened?
And then I filed an application, and then after that, some brokers went there and interviewed us until some employer had selected me here in Hong Kong. That's why we went to Manila. We went to Manila to have a medical. We need to travel 6 hours before getting to Manila. And then we paid 1,700 for the medical.
1,000.
700.
Is that pesos?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you paid 1,700 pesos for medical.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
And then we paid 9,000 for the training.
9,000 pesos, right?
Yes,
Training. Okay.
And then until we waited for our contract to come to the agency, and then they called me, and then I went back for the OWA 3 days for the OWA certificate, sir.
Okay. How much did you paid 9,000 for the training?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
For the OWA, we didn't pay anything, but
Okay.
we need to have a boarding for us to sleep for 3 days. That's it.
Okay. So, when did you discuss placement fee?
We discussed the placement fee when my visa was arrived.
When your visa, and how much did they tell you the placement fee was?
80,000.
80,000 pesos.
Yes, sir.
Did anybody tell you, or are you aware of how much money you were allowed to be charged under Philippine law?
No, sir.
You don't know how much they're allowed to charge you. Okay. When did you arrive in Hong Kong?
I arrived in Hong Kong last June 12.
And what day were you terminated?
Last August 10.
10th of August.
Yes, sir.
So you spent 80,000 pesos. You came to Hong Kong,
Yes, sir.
and you basically worked for 1 month before you were terminated.
Yes, sir. Almost 2 months.
Almost 2 months. Did you talk to your agency about your placement fee, getting your money back?
Not yet, sir. That's why we have appointment.
You have an appointment. I want to show you something here. And this is a law passed by the POEA in 2006. This law says that a Philippine employment agency is prohibited from charging you any placement fee. Nobody ever told you that it's illegal to charge a placement fee.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you can keep this. All right. Now, your appointment with the consulate is on what day?
Today, sir.
Today,
2 o'clock.
at 2 o'clock. So when you go today, right, the first thing you're going to ask is that you have your money returned to you, right? And you're allowed to do that again because of this letter.
Yes, sir.
It's against the law. It's illegal for them to charge you any money as a placement fee. All right. The agency may or may not offer you any money back. Okay. Now, if they don't, right, then you ask the consulate for an endorsement certificate, right? And an endorsement certificate is basically a letter that allows you to file a claim against your employment agency.
Yes, sir.
Right? So you $80,000. Did you borrow any money?
Yes, sir.
Borrowed money from who?
From the
Right?
yes, sir.
Okay. So you went to the agency. How much money did you pay in cash?
30,000, sir.
Where did you get the 30,000 from?
From my relatives.
So you borrowed 30,000 pesos from your relatives, right?
Yes, sir.
And how did you find this lending company?
The agency refer us.
The agency.
Yes,
They
sir.
referred you. When you say referred you,
Sir.
when you said the agency referred you, how did they refer you to you? Did they take you? Did they give you directions?
They gave me some flyers.
They gave you a flyer.
Yes, sir.
And what did they tell you when they gave you the flyer?
You can go to that company because they will give you, they will let you lend some money.
They let you borrow money.
Yes.
How much money did you borrow from them?
60,000, sir.
We borrowed 60,000 pesos, right?
Yes, sir.
So you went to their office of right?
Yes, sir.
You signed some documents
Yes, sir.
and you read them.
Uh,
Did you read the documents that they gave you to
Yes.
sign? Right? And this was. Did you understand what the document said?
yes, sir.
What did it say?
Ano bang nakalagay doon? I only remember that the agency in the lending pillar is not connected.
Did you get a copy of the documents?
No, sir.
Did you ask for a copy?
No.
Okay. So after you filled out the documents, what happened?
I have processed. I went to the bank.
So did they give you a check or did?
No, sir. I went to the bank and get the money.
Okay. So what did they give you? Did you a check?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So they give you a check
Yes,
for
and then
60,000 pesos?
Yes, sir. And then I went to the bank.
Okay, and cashed the check.
Yes.
And then what did you do to cash?
And then I went to
The agency.
yes, sir.
Okay.
And then I gave the 50,000
You give.
because that 60,000 only released 50,000.
So out of the 60,000, they only gave you 50,000,
Yes, sir.
and they kept $10,000.
Yes, sir.
Why did they keep $10,000?
I don't know.
You don't know. Did they tell you why they were keeping 10,000?
No, I think it was the interest. Huh? Interest?
Interest. You're not sure what it was for.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you borrowed 60, they only gave you 50,000.
Yes, sir. All of us.
And then you took the 50,000 and gave it
To the agency.
to the agency.